All right, I guess it's time to talk about it. Quiet quitting. What happened? That was such a great movement in 2022, 2023 that I almost jumped on board with it. The whole thought is to just do your job, don't do any more than you're asked, and maybe sometimes don't do your job. But then that led to actually, let's quit your job. Let's pursue your passions. The grass is greener. But now look at us 2025, and everyone's getting let go. People aren't getting interviews. It's impossible to find a job. So, today we're going to be looking into a little bit of how this all started.
Quitting is this thing where I don't quit the job, but I basically will dial back my effort and give you the minimum. So you pay me to do this job, and I will do the basic minimum amount to do the job, where you can't really fire me because I'm not really doing anything badly or wrong, but I'm also not going above and beyond at all, right? So there's this concept of quiet quitting where people are coming to work and they're just doing the minimum, doing their hours, doing their job, not volunteering or raising their hands or going, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, you're just showing up, you're doing your job, you're not underperforming, you're definitely not overperforming. The only issue with this is work in general is just about inputs. What you put into something, you're going to get in return. So going out of your way to lift your hand, to start conversations with people, to network, to do things is going to be beneficial in the long term. However, I do see the point, especially in this economy, where you don't want to do all of the work or go above and beyond that this corporation is asking you to do, especially now with all the layoffs happening. There are very talented people that have put a lot of work into their job and then got repaid by getting let go, getting a severance. And it's really unfortunate. So I see both sides.
Okay, let's see. Goal for today 500 calls. We're doing 50. We're doing 50. It's Maple Muffin Monday, everyone. Let's go to the break room. Did you watch last week's episode of The Bachelorette? Yeah, good drama, right? Hey, Veronica, you have till end of day to finish all this extra work. Respectfully, Susan, it's 2022. We're acting our wage, so don't give me extra work. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. She did not say that. She did not. Oh my God. I'm dying. I'm happy to help. Have a great day. Okay, bye. Everyone have a great night. Okay, bye. Bye.
Yeah, I do think that was satire, hopefully. Hopefully, they're not trying to depict what a typical Gen Z or millennial person is thinking when they're actually at work. This kind of attitude is the one that'll lead you to get fired. They want to say act your wage, whatever it may be. You took that job in the first place. It is your duty to do what they're asking you to do, to not screw off. It gives everyone that's a part of this generation a bad rap. I mean, a lot of us are struggling to get work and we want work. This was in 2022. This was peak, like everybody has a job, the market's doing well in terms of, the job market. And now it's completely reversed. Nobody can get a job. Um, and if you're looking for one, every single person is applying to that job that you're wanting. So this kind of attitude leads to things that you don't want to happen in the future. I'm not saying you can do everything correct and you won't get fired. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this definitely will speed up that process. Also, if you weren't getting brainwashed enough to just quiet quit your job, you could actually quit it. That was another thing I was seeing is, hey man, quit your job, pursue your passions, everything will work out in the end. Just do it.
I had to pull over to make this because I just quit my corporate job and I have no idea what's next. I have no idea how I'm going to make money or what I'm going to do or what it's going to look like. But I have never felt more confident in myself, self-assured, and aligned in what I'm doing.
All right, I'll go ahead and say this. Quitting your job would feel amazing. Anybody would feel that way. I mean, total freedom. The only thing that would be sitting on the back of my mind though is, What about rent? I've got to pay my bills. So, yeah, you would feel awesome. Wake up whenever you want, go to lunch at any time, go to the gym whenever, pamper yourself. Yeah, this is not just a feeling that she's probably having. Anybody would feel that way.
And I just know that the next chapter of my life does not include LinkedIn or like corporate all hands or anything like that. And I'm willing to give myself the space to figure that out. And it's scary. And I'm moving back to Texas, and I don't know what my life is going to look like, but I know in my soul that I'm going to look back on this in a year and be like, that was the best decision you've ever made in your life. And I think there's two ways to kind of live your life. You can either wait for life to kind of blow up and move you in the direction that you need, or you move in the way that life wants you to go. And I feel like I'm doing that, and I'm so proud of myself. And I'm so excited for my future, and I don't know what it's going to look like, but I just know it doesn't involve a corporate life. And if you've wanted to quit your 9 to 5, but you don't know what life would look like, or you don't know what it would look like to bet on yourself, I'll be the fucking guinea pig. I'll figure it out, and I'll document it along the way. But it feels really expansive. It feels really exciting, and I'm so excited to see what my life looks like in a couple of months. Or even like a couple of years. And if you're in the Austin, Texas area and you like my vibe,
Of
let's
course,
hang. Let's
it's
go.
Austin. Yeah, I mean, I can get that. And I'm rooting for her. I think, or I hope, that she goes on and does amazing things, finds what she is truly passionate about, and just kills it. Like, I am all for people pursuing their passions. However, do not do this. Do not quit your job with no plan, expecting life to just happen and blow up and you become something that you've always dreamed of. I love the fairy tale. At the end of the day, a lot of us have bills to pay. So whenever these creators come on and you see them on your feed, do not give in. Yeah, the grass may seem greener, but there are things you can do in your daily life to make your job okay. It's work. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants to work. I wish we could go back in the primal times when we worked to survive. Like we had chickens and cows and we attended to their needs and we lived life like that. That would be amazing. Now it's capitalistic. It sucks. And I see her point on LinkedIn. It's a fucking scam. You try to get a job on there, and I swear half of them are just ghost postings to steal your data. So I see both sides. Just don't quit your job unless you have something lined up or it's a shit job and you feel like you're in hell and you can move back with your parents or you got enough saved up. But still, in this economy, everybody's wanting jobs. All right, just for shits and giggles, let's see what she's up to now. Just
Crazy
check
thing
her
about
most.
shadow work and meditating and doing the inner work is that you realize that settling for good enough is never a fucking option, because you realize what your like absolute zenith, like highest expression could be, and you won't settle for anything else. Like
All
your
right,
full alignment,
I
like your
have no idea what the fuck that's about. Zenith alignment. It looks like she just makes TikToks now. Good for her. I mean, if
into
I could
account
lay in a bed and
how you smile at
I
people,
would do it
how
too.
you
I'm not
treat
hating.
people when you are walking down the street, when you're checking out at the grocery store, says more about how much peace you want than posting it on your fucking story. I'm just saying, start thinking about the quality of your consciousness and how you actually behave around other people, because that's
Yeah, love the message. Definitely don't listen to this person when it comes to career advice. All right, let's find some people that have actually quit their job and see what they're up to.
I'm living at my mom's house. I just turned 33 years old. I've got all this credit card debt. I'm single and I don't know what I'm doing with my life. This is certainly not where I thought I would be in life. Oh, sweet Lord, baby
Feel you, brother.
Jesus. I left my my six-figure corporate career after I got laid off, mainly because
Wait, he left it after he got laid off. Okay. Which one is it?
every second of that job, I felt like I was wasting my life. Every morning I would wake up with this feeling that I wasn't living up to my full potential. And that ate away at me literally every single day. I went a
So that is the lie that they want you to believe is you're wasting your potential by being in corporate. You're not being your true self. You're not expressing yourself in certain ways. This is the rhetoric that will, if it gets in your head, will lead you down a path you don't want to go on. You can do both at the same time. Pursue your passions, whatever. Just suck it up and do your damn job. It sucks, I know.
Year without working, mainly so that I could find myself again, find the joy in life. I was so jaded from working in corporate America for those 5 years. I needed to find joy and excitement and fun in my life. It's been a year and a half and I don't feel any closer to a new career path. So I'm giving myself by the end of summer to find an aligned job that will pay well. If not, I might have to go back to corporate. I don't want to go back to corporate. I told myself that I would not go back to corporate, but I am itching to move out of my mom's house. It's been way too long and I need to pay off this credit card that's looking crazy. It causes me so much stress. I know I'm meant to be doing so much with my life. I'm meant to have a big life. And so we're gonna have a big summer. I'm gonna push myself out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna meet all types of people. I'm gonna try all of these new things because that's how I'm gonna bring in the most aligned opportunity for me. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I am open to anything. Most things. I'm gonna be sharing this journey.
All right. I mean, this is it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Good for him for quitting. I'm always going to support other people. But at the end of the day, he's got credit card bills. He's living at his mom's house. Nothing wrong with living with your parents. I totally understand that. However, it is your job as a person to take care of yourself, to make sure you're not in debt, to pay your bills. I You kind of have to suck it up as much as it sucks. I mean, you really have to. You've got to do the things that you don't want to do. Like I said, it's work. Nobody wants to do it.
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because, like, I have been unemployed for 3 months. I'm not eligible for unemployment because I just moved here. I am so stressed out. Like, this has never happened to me before. Like, I've always had a job. Like, I was an honor student, like 3rd in my class, so successful in high school and college. And I have a bachelor's degree in poli-sci. I have 2 years of experience in mental health. I'm a great worker. I'm so organized.
Okay, this is a very real reality for a lot of people right now. They're educated, they get out of school, they're doing the right things, and they cannot get a job. A lot of people want to blame AI. A lot of it's corporate greed and offshoring jobs. That's the reality. I know about AI. It's just a language model. It's not going to be able to replace humans. Well, besides, some entry level. It will, I take that back. It will be able to replace humans. It is actually an issue. But at the degree that people are saying it's not, and also they're banking on a super intelligence, a general intelligence, that's not going to happen. And if it does, then come back to my channel and say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong. But in the end of the day, it's a language model. These companies are pouring tons of money into it and they're losing their ass. That's why a lot of tech companies are laying people off. They're offshoring jobs. They're doing things because their profit is being eaten into because they've been spoon-fed this lie that AI is going to be this amazing automation tool, when in reality, it just helps you do emails and makes you more efficient as a worker. But her reality is real. People are searching for jobs. This market is terrible. So I sympathize for her. She's not doing anything wrong. She's trying. She's a good kid, studied, did all the right things she had been told to do her whole life, and now she's struggling to get a job. And it seems like she really wants to work.
But nobody will even give me an interview. And I was crying on the phone with my mom because I was like, what if I literally can't find a job? Like, I've been applying for months. Like, I literally can't find anything. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I just gonna live with my parents for the rest of my life? Because, like, I'm not kidding you, I literally cannot get an interview anywhere. And I have applied to hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs in the past few months. I literally don't know what to do. Like, I'm genuinely so scared. Like, I really am terrified. Like, I don't know what is happening in the world right now, but like, I am a good candidate. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, and she, like I said, she's a good person. She's been working really hard. You can see the frustration there. She's been told what to do her whole life, and then at the end of the day, corporations are not wanting to hire her. They won't even give her an interview. And that's what a lot of people are seeing right now. They're applying to these ghost jobs, getting the on top of not getting an interview, they're getting their data stolen as well. That is so fucked up in a lot of ways. And these people are trying. They genuinely want to work and they can't find a job. So if we go back to 2022, we're saying quiet quit, and then quit your job, pursue your dreams, your passions. And now we're entering a stage of I can't get a job. I can't even get an interview. We don't know what's going on in the economy. The stock market keeps going up, but we're getting laid off and we can't get work. That's the reality that a lot of people are facing right now. When I was in high school, I worked every summer. I worked out on a ranch building fence, mowing, weed eating, hell, even picking up rocks. It's just what I was told to do. My dad made me get a job. Whenever I went to college, I had to get a job. I worked in a restaurant. I hated it. I never, in if you're a restaurant employee, that's fantastic. It just did me dirty. I was a host, so I wasn't even a waiter. I didn't make great money. And if you know, being a host, waiters are very particular on how many people they need in a seat. And I swear it was like the hardest thing to get customers come in and me try to put them at a table that was, let's just say, less appealing. They don't want to sit there. I can't make them do it. And then you have to sit them in a different section. And then all of a sudden you're kind of like, oh, that guy's taking away business from me. No, dude, it's not a great table. You need to figure this shit out. All I'm trying to say is if you work jobs like that, you work out in the field, you work in a restaurant, you do other things, you figure out what you like, what you don't like. I hated that stuff. And compared to corporate, I will do corporate all day long because at the end of the day, I'm not hurting my body over time, I'm not wearing down, and I can still pursue the passions that I want to. And I know a lot of people are hardworking and they're probably thinking the exact same thing. So all I've got to say is don't give up, don't quit your job. If you're searching, keep looking. The right thing will come, and everything will work out. But don't just bank on the world giving you a handout and you blowing up or discovering yourself because that's not a good way to look at things. So if you enjoyed the video, could you give me a like, subscribe? I'm going to be posting more daily, and I look forward to seeing you guys.